obvious, man.
No, it's not.
It's so obvious. You're the girly, pretty one, and I'm like the edgy, fucking pissed off one.
No, it's
we
not.
we look like some fucking weirdos.
Hi everyone, it's Mana here, and today videos we are going to be talking about adulting, and I actually have my bestie with me. This is Helen. You want to introduce yourself a little bit, just like your name?
Hello, my name is Helen. I'm Mana's friend.
Yes.
This person.
And how long have we been knowing each other? She's friend from college.
Yeah, we were friends from college, so like, I met you my freshman year.
I was a junior.
Yeah.
Was I a junior?
No, you were.
No,
half.
Yeah, I was sophomore/junior.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So, yep. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. So we're just gonna be answering some questions, and these are just, you know, our perspective and views on us being in our mid-20 now, because we both are 25 this year. The first question, I'm gonna go first.
First question.
First question. Is career important to you?
Yes, absolutely. Career is like one of the most important things because you need to have a solid career to even do anything else. And if you don't have a solid career to back you up, you're always worrying about, you know, money or what kind of job you have or like societal pressure. So I feel like having a career is important, but you shouldn't let people define what kind of career is considered success for you, you know?
So if you say career is important, then was it necessary for you to kind of have a job titles like a traditional career or non-traditional career? I know a lot of people look into career as in like almost like a things that define who you are, define the person. If you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, if you're an engineer, it's almost define who you are in the first impressions.
Yeah.
But like, what do you think of? What if a person is doing non-traditional career, but they're able to take care of themselves?
Oh.
But do you still care though? Like, in your opinion?
In my personal opinion, I don't care. You could be a bartender for all I care. And if you can support yourself and you're financially stable, it's fine. Like, you're happy with what you're doing. What's the problem?
Right.
But it's, again, like the societal pressure, especially as Asian people and Asian families, we have that pressure to be like the title, the doctor, lawyer, whatever, business owner. Like, even business owner is kind of but like doctor, lawyer, and all that kind of fancy job, engineer, that kind of stuff. There's so much pressure to do it, and I feel that you work for someone else. And the thing is, like, maybe like when we were younger, like at least when I was younger, I was like, there was a lot of pressure with that. But now, like, the world has changed and it's become more acceptable for like YouTubers, TikTokers, and all that stuff to have a successful career. Those things are considered jobs now. So like, that's now our opportunity to expand our horizons.
Right, but okay, now that you talk about family, going back, I'm sorry, I just need to ask this.
It's like,
would you want to do things to appease your parents, or would you do things that you think you want to do it, like what I did? Like, I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna do my own things now, and then my family weren't really happy about it in the beginning. Like, especially they want me to go back to school, but then I turned down grad school. I turned down to go to mat school or any of that. Like, do you feel like you need to get a job and that title to satisfy your families sometimes? Like, is that a pressure as an Asian kid?
I mean, definitely. I mean, it's a lie if anyone says, no, I'm an Asian kid and I don't have the pressure to, you know, be a title job or whatever.
Right.
Like, it's true, like, it is, but it's also like the fact of like, we're living our lives, you know? It's a matter of, now they might not support us because it's a non-traditional job, but it's our responsibility to work hard and succeed.
You know, I feel like at the end of the day, once they start seeing your bank account,
then it's fine. That's the thing. Just do what you do, and if people get mad at you because it's like not a doctor, just screw them, work your butt off, and succeed in that, and then show
Yeah.
them your bank statement.
I think that's not only parents, like not just
Yeah.
Asian parents, but I think everyone else too.
Yeah.
Even your friends or whatever.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
if you didn't make it, then they're gonna judge you.
Yeah.
No one care what you're going through. No one
Yeah.
care about the process, what you're struggling. No one give a two shit about that.
That's so true.
Nobody care on the whole process. Nobody give a fuck.
Yeah, that's so
They
true.
only care what you can offer to them
Yeah.
at the end of the day, what you can bring to the table or what the impact you're gonna have in their life.
Yeah.
I think that's mostly what society is to me.
Because at the end of the day, everyone is selfish, you know? Everyone wants the best for themselves.
Yeah.
And once we start, like, bothering ourselves with what other people think of us and what other people want, there's no point. Only you're gonna care about yourself. You know, if you care about other people while they care about themselves, who's gonna care about you? Who's gonna care about your success?
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter. It's all about working hard, telling if you believe in your
What you're
passion
doing.
or what you're doing, just say, everyone, fuck you, suck my dick, I'm just gonna do it
But
and
it's
succeed.
hard sometimes.
Yes, it's hard. I feel like the getting there part is hard, you know? Like, especially just like you, like, getting there was difficult. You had a lot of struggles. You had to, you know, overcome a lot of difficulties and obstacles. But when you get there, like, it all works out. Like, eventually, once you work hard in the beginning, at the end, it works out.
Right.
As long as you work hard. If you're just lazy and you're like, oh, I'll half-ass this and I'll half-ass that, obviously it's not gonna work.
Right. Believe in yourself,
Yeah, yourself.
your process.
Yeah.
Very good opinions that I have is that sometimes even your parents' opinions, as much as they matters, they're not everything.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't take that traditional routes, and I think like even though they're your parents, their opinions matter to only a certain degree. Because as much as they love you, they can make you drain.
Oh, yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
my opinions.
And the thing is, parents, there are parents, but they're not around us 24/7
Exactly.
anymore. You know, they don't know how we've grown and what kind of adults we've become. And yes, sometimes we might butt heads, but at the end of the day, like, if you just prove to them and show to them that you're independent, you're responsible, and you can take care of yourself, that's all the parents want. They just want you to be stable in life. And so as long as we achieve that.
Yeah.
Even as a TikToker, you can achieve.
TikTokers.
You can freaking dance in front of the freaking phone for like 10 seconds, and if you can achieve the financial stability, go for it.
So that's the end of the day. Everything comes to money.
Well, not everything comes to money. It comes to, because money doesn't buy you happiness. As cheesy as it sounds, it doesn't. You know, no matter how much money you have, if you're not happy, you're not happy.
Right.
And so even more than money, it's happiness. But money does help. Not having money is stressful.
It's buying you security.
Yeah, it's like a safety net that you have, which gives you peace of mind.
Right. It's like, okay, so what you're saying is it's getting you all the basic needs. A roof over your head,
Yeah.
food, you get comfortable, you can buy, travel, buy things you want. But then everything else above that is beyond money.
Yeah.
It's yourself.
Yeah, exactly. The basic necessities you should have. Obviously, having $1 million will make you happier, you know?
Right.
Having $500,000, you know, will meet your needs. You can buy whatever you want, but having $500,000 and having $1 million doesn't make you happier.
Right.
$1 million doesn't make you happier. So it's like having that enough financial stability to do things that makes you happy. Because when you have that financial stability, you're not worried about where your next bill is or how you're gonna pay
Oh, yeah,
next.
you're right.
So you
Right.
can focus your energy on things you love and things that make you happy, and that's why financial stability is important. Not being like a billionaire and living in a mansion. You know, that's not. You don't need that.
Okay, next question.
Would you rather date someone who is financially stable but not that attractive, or can contribute that much but you are attracted to the person? Which one?
Which one?
Pick.
For me, see where I'm at, like my current financial status, my career, and where I'm at. So if I'm like broke ass poor, obviously I'm gonna just go for someone who is, you know, financially stable, but I'm not that attracted to them. Because at the end of the day, you want something good for yourself, and I don't think that's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But if you look at it from love perspective, you might say no, right? You might be like, bro, but you're not attracted to the person. You can't have a good sex. And what, like, yeah, you know, that's hard. But for me, where I'm at, I can take care of myself, and I think I can probably take care of the other person too if they're not like that bougie. So I would go for someone who's not that. Oh no, I would go for someone who I am attracted to, but they might not be able to provide as much as I am on the table. But that's just my opinion. I'm broke ass poor. I'm gonna go for someone who can provide me something. You know, that's
If
just.
you're broke ass poor, you're looking for a sugar daddy. That's
Yes.
what it is.
You know what? That's a really good question. I think that's a really good question.
Yeah, it makes you think, because like I agree with you. Like for me, it's like 100% attraction. You know, like I don't like
100% attraction.
Yeah, like I can't.
You would
live-
never go for someone who can provide for
Yeah,
you.
because like it doesn't matter to me how much you can provide or whatever. If I'm unhappy living with you, if I don't like seeing your face every day, like I'm gonna be miserable no matter how much money I have.
But okay, like a 5 out of 10 or a 4. It's not like a 0 out of 10. You have to be with that person.
But 4 is not enough for me to spend the rest of my life with someone. You know, seeing their faces every day, sleeping in the same bed. No, like I can't with a 4, man. It has to be a 10.
Maybe you can be with a person and then get a divorce and then
If I can get a divorce, then yeah.
split half of the money.
I'll do that.
You do
But
that.
if you makes me sign a prenup or something,
Oh,
hell
no.
no.
Prenup?
No prenup.
But yeah, talking about prenup, would you do a prenup?
I would. If I 100% are attracted to someone, that means that I would trust them enough to not screw me over, you know?
Wait, what? Wait, I thought you was gonna say if you trusted someone enough, you wouldn't do the prenup because it's like true love.
No. Like sometimes like I understand. Sometimes financial things are not just about them. Sometimes it's like their parents' money or like there's their business partners investing in things. If you don't know the full context, you know. And the thing is, it is unfair. If someone is a billionaire and I make like what, 10K a year, like
10K a year, that's $1,000 a
Starting.
month. Paying $800?
fine, 50K a year and he's a billionaire. Like
Uh-huh.
I also think it's if I ain't like him, then I would obviously not sign the prenup. But if I like 100% are attracted to him and I think he's the one, then obviously I trust him enough
That's-
to do that.
That's like totally the opposite of what I was thinking.
Really. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
I-
I just don't think it's a big deal because it's their hard-earned money. I don't have any right to it just because I'm married.
Right.
You know, it doesn't give me a right to magically take half of his.
No, but I think it's whatever you build together though.
Yeah, if you build together, then it's fine, you know, but
I mean from his part?
yeah, from his part, like we start at different levels. You know, so like if something happens and something goes wrong.
I would only do a prenup if I'm richer than him.
Really?
No.
The fuck?
No, I was just kidding. I
Bitch.
think I don't want to do a prenup because if I really like you enough and I want to be like, yeah, like this is it. Like I don't know what's the point of doing prenup because you already talking about breakup before you even getting married.
Oh,
If you're doing a
that's
prenup,
true.
in my perspective, so that doesn't make sense to me.
But wait, but what if it's this kind of situation?
Like
I-
why? Because
no.
you want them to be like the right one.
Yeah.
You want them to be the.
This scenario, what if it's not the husband that requests a prenup? You know, sometimes there's like rich people and then their parents are the ones who are like, oh, it's my money, blah, 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 blah. So in that case, the guy has no control over it. But a prenup still needs to be done, you know?
Mhm.
Even though he doesn't want it, it's kind of out of his control because it might not be 100% all his finances, you know? So in that case, would you still do a prenup or would you not do a prenup? Even
I
though
don't
it's
know.
not the guy asking for it. What?
It was the parents.
It's the parents asking for it. It's the parents making the guy ask for it. Because that happens.
I would not.
You would still not do the prenup.
Because I feel like as much as the parent would ask or is inherited wealth or whatever, at the end of the day, relationships only involve two people.
That's true.
Because that's just my perspective. That's just my opinions. Because as much as I love the guy also have to have a sense to himself, you know, and he has to stand up for you if he have to. If he likes you enough and your values and morals are the same.
That's true. I changed my answer. Fuck prenups. She convinced me.
Yeah.
You convinced me. Fuck prenups,
Yeah,
man. That's right, though.
Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be so hard
Yeah.
for both of you to go on in your relationship. If even the parents, you know, as much as they love you, I think parent love should be in certain level.
Yeah, it needs boundaries.
Yeah, they gotta be some boundary. And the most important things, ladies, the guys have to also stand up for you to a certain point. Not all the way in. Yeah, it's not like he have to go fight with his parent, but he has to be able to manage both relationship, and that's his problem. That's not yours problem.
That's true.
Yeah, that's his problem.
That's true. And the thing is, if the guy lets the parents just walk all over him, doesn't stand up for you or stand up for, you know, whatever,
Or
their wife,
can't even stand up for himself
Yeah.
sometimes.
and then that's gonna keep happening. It's not just gonna be the prenup. It's gonna be again something else, and
Yes,
something else,
exactly.
and something else, and it's just gonna be a shit show.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
get the run. Don't walk. Run.
No prenup. Never
Run.
mind. I changed my mind.
What do you think about hookup culture in our era and our times? Like partying culture / hookup culture. Do you
Hard
believe in them?
question. I'm a strong believer of if you just want to do whatever you want, just do it. Like whatever makes you happy, you know. If hooking up with people makes you happy, you know, just do. I'm not gonna sit here and tell people how to live their lives, but like I personally think that the partying and the hookup culture is
Kind of go together.
it goes together, and it's okay. Like I participate, you know. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
She's participating, guys. Just saying.
It's I don't know. It's good, but you also need to know where you're approaching it from.
Let me explain myself
Yeah.
here. So I wouldn't call what I had as a hookup. I mean, there was probably like one, but there were a time where I kind of did sleep with somebody, but we were kind of seeing each other. We were kind of talking, you know. It wasn't like a one night stand kind of thing. Does one night stand considered hookup?
Yeah.
Or hookup have to be multiple
Hookup?
time?
No, hookup is just
Having sex.
no. Yeah. Once have sex and done. That's hookup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No
So-
talking again. No meeting again.
Okay, if you meet again, that would be
That would
friend
be dating.
with, like friend with benefits.
Well.
Oh
that-
shit, that's
that-
a lot of terms.
Yeah, it's like but friend with benefits come way later. You know, you like hook up and then you meet again and you think it's a date and then you keep hooking up and something doesn't click and then you become friends with benefits.
Or it's one-sided.
Yeah, it's one-sided too. It's just the thing is at the end of the day, no matter what, hookup culture, party culture, dating culture, whatever, you just need to not do it when you're miserable. That's the reality. If you do it when you're miserable, then you just get like you're just filling your void with that, and that's not how it's supposed to
But if you are fulfilled, you wouldn't even want to hook up.
be. Exactly.
So love yourself.
That's true. Like, take the
Love
time,
yourself.
love yourself. Don't tell nobody what to do. Don't let
And I
them
think-
tell you what
and
to do.
I like hooking up culture. It's addicting. It's like you get that dopamine rush, I guess. You feel like you don't want to be alone, or maybe. And also one last thing, I don't know what I'm saying, but if you don't like the person, don't let them on.
Yeah, that's true.
Not
It's
everyone,
hard, man.
Not everyone are like you. Like you might go into that mentalities or going on a date, you know, thinking about, oh, I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna try see how far the ripple goes. But for another person, you might actually hurt them. So just be careful. You know, make sure that you guys want the same thing.
We need to consider it the other side's feelings.
Yeah, as much
too.
as you are a party fucking animals, just it's nice to not piggyback somebody.
Yeah. And honestly, I think hookup culture and party culture is fun, but it's not healthy for sure.
Yeah, it's not healthy.
It's not healthy.
And it's make you empty.
Yeah,
I think it make you
it
empty.
drains you after a while. Like it's not something that's I don't know. It's not something that's like neutral in your life. It's like
Right.
so extreme. Like party culture, hookup culture is like extreme things.
And
So-
especially like here in the city, it's so crazy the hookup culture here.
This place is crazy, man.
I know. Helen's coming from like Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
And me too, like coming from that and seeing this, and I'm like,
It's insane.
everybody just want to hook up with me? Like what?
Yeah.
Like they would try on the first date almost right away, and I would run.
Yeah, and
The lot of guys that I actually ran, I ran. I'm like, oh shit, you know.
it's just it's sad though. Like the fact that this entire city is all like that, it feels like there's no like human connection, you know? It's quite sad.
But I love to have connection with someone before I sleep with them.
Yeah.
I want to feel click.
But
I
I'm
wanna
sure
talk to
that's
them
not
to certain-
that's not easy
Yeah,
to
that's
come by here, and that's the problem. Like these young people in New York City, I guess they're so career focused that they don't really care for human relations and building a community and having people around you.
And then they say, why is relationship so hard?
Yeah, because you're not going out there, bitch, and spending time with people. That's why it's hard, motherfuckers.
I know, that's so true.
Yeah, it's like you have to put in effort if you want something, you know. And the people people here, they don't want to put in that effort. They just get it so easily.
And there's a lot of
Yeah,
options.
and there's so many options.
A lot of always the mentalities of the glass is always gonna be greener.
Yeah.
And you know, when you have that many options, I realized about myself that, okay, I downloaded dating app when I got here to New York, right? And then even for me, I feel like having that much amounts of people liking you, you don't even know yourself anymore.
Yeah.
Because you're just talking to like 7, 10, maybe 15
Yeah,
different
they all
people
sweet talk you and
at
shit.
once.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of like, you don't even like this person anymore. Like you just, it's kind of like you can't focus on one thing. Having even 3 choices is hard to pick.
I know.
Think about on the exam, we have 4. And we still like can't fucking pick the right one.
Bitch.
Think about this
Pick
option.
C. When in doubt, pick C.
Dude, like all of the above.
All of the above.
Like, you know. So I feel like having too many options, you really need to focus on what you really want.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm down for a serious relationship, but only if it's the right person.
Yeah.
Like literally have to be like not completely check everything, but no red flags.
Yeah, and the thing is, you're like this because you worked on yourself. You know, you develop yourself. You're happy with yourself. You can be by yourself, and that's why now you look at it in a clearer light, and you're like, okay, now that I know myself, I'm gonna be fine with this kind of thing. I'm not gonna settle. I'm not gonna just jump on the first thing, but I'm gonna take time to pick what matches me. But if you weren't like that, bro, like you would just go to every fucking person and then break up, start dating them, break up with them, and then look for another person and date them and break up with them. Like that's nothing. That's like so sad.
But I've been in a brief period of that too, and I was like, oh shit, you know,
Yeah.
it took a lot for someone to say exactly what they want, but also the other person will tell a lot by what you're saying. Like whatever he or she respond back to you and the way they treat you means a lot. So watch out for those things, because if someone really genuine, they wouldn't let you on. I've been let on. I just walk away. Literally just that. Just walk away when things aren't right. Just, you know your values and know yourself, believe in yourself. I think that's really
Basically, bitches, if you want a relationship, you need to love yourself first and then go look for a boyfriend. That's what it is.
be your own person
Yeah,
first. Taking
exactly.
care of your own health and your wealth and everything, and then go look for someone else.
'Cause
Because if they are moving away from you, you're still
fine. Yeah. You're like,
okay.
yes, it's gonna suck for a little bit, but you know, I know myself and I can get out of this hole. You know, I know I'll be okay.
Right,
That's
right.
the thing.
Right.
Like, it's just.
So you do believe in hookup culture? You don't care.
I mean, I feel like at
Do
this,
whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, it's for me. It's like I don't really care what other people do. Like I don't care as long as they're happy with their lives. You know, like if going to the mountains and freaking planting strawberry plants make you
Right.
happy, do it.
For me, and in hookup topic, I would say I don't really believe in them, but I think every time you hook up, especially like crazy party animal, it's almost taking a piece of you away with your significant others in the future. Like the more you do it, the more you just kind of get lost in that process of, then what am I really looking for? Is this person, like, is it a career? Is it what? Is it love? Is it sex? Like you don't really know. Like you just kind of like, what the fuck, you know?
And the thing is, that with the party culture and the hookup culture, you can't date someone like that unless you're exactly the same.
Exactly.
You can't.
Yeah.
you cannot.
And you're just going to find someone like that. Like
Yeah.
you're just going to feel attracted to only someone who is psycho like you.
Yeah, basically.
And you wouldn't like someone who is nice and kind. You wouldn't like someone who is, you know,
all
loving,
put together,
all
and
put together.
caring.
Exactly.
None of that shit, man.
Yeah, because you're so attracted to someone who is like you.
It was crazy.
Yeah, and that's sad, but that's the truth.
And that's a sign that you shouldn't be in a relationship. You should work on yourself and then be in a relationship later.
Or go the opposite direction.
Yeah, or
Go for the other guy that's
Yeah.
the opposite of
Yeah.
the guy you're attracted
and
to.
then make yourself like it.
Exactly, make yourself like him.
Yeah, because you know that's the right thing to do. You know?
Exactly. Like,
Just-
oh, this person checked all my box, but like I don't like him. What?
don't think with your pussy. Think with your heart and your mind. Don't think with your pussy. That's just what it is.
Crazy. Last questions.
What is your ideal type and deal breaker?
Oh, I'm answering this first. Okay, I think my views on ideal type is different now. Before, when I was younger, I didn't care about jack shit. It's like, oh, we're gonna build this together, and I was like, relationship was easier when I was younger. But now that I'm mature, I have to take care of myself. I have obligations. I have this and that, you know.
You also know what you want now.
My ideal
So-
type would be someone who's kind. Like that was always my number one, but not stupid. Like kind but selective.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a very giver. Like I like to give and like no, but like I like someone who's kind of have his own person. Like he can take care of himself, or even have to be like super smart or anything. Just well put together in terms of like, oh, he can work a normal job, but love me and just kind, have that basic good heart
Yeah.
in general. That's it. Nothing much.
Yeah.
My standard
that's
is
the
not high.
But that's like the baseline, man. That you need something more than that. That's just like the baseline. Of course, they have to be nice. Come
Yeah,
on.
like you know why it's so baseline and basic? Because nobody have the basic.
That's so depressing.
The basic, people don't even have
Or
it.
they pretend.
Yeah, they pretend.
They
They
pretend.
pretend they're like, I can be this, and they can be it for what, 2 weeks, and then that's it.
I mean, I agree. Like
Basic.
Yeah.
The fundamental, it's not there in a lot of people nowadays.
That's the sad part, bro. That's our world now. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's how our world is changing.
And I'm a very old-fashioned kind of
Yeah.
person.
You
if
are.
you actually
you are
in a relationship, I'm a very old-fashioned kind of girl. Like
You are.
I actually am. Like
cook and feed people and take care of your
Yeah.
boyfriend and things
yeah,
like that.
I
You
do love taking care of people. I love kids. That's just me. That's the fragile
Yeah.
part of me.
You have a
though.
maternal instinct.
I think so. Like
your maternal
even with
instinct.
friendship, doesn't necessarily have to be in a relationship, but I like to be there for my
Yeah.
friends. And
You
like,
always feed me too. So
yeah, I always like give
You always cook
friends.
for
I
me.
always like go like a little extra mile for someone I care about.
Yeah.
Because I value that relationship, you know. Like I always like recognize, oh, she doesn't have that. I'll get her that next
Yeah.
time. Like a little gift, a coffee. I don't know, just anything. I'm just like that. Yeah.
Because you care, you know, you like.
That's just my love language.
yeah.
I
your
think
love language.
I have find out that that's my love language to other, but not
Yeah.
the. I love to be, but to receive the love language
Yeah.
back. I like quality times.
Yeah.
Spending
That's
doing
mine
some
too.
activities. Yeah, that's mine. Like I don't like receiving gift. I like giving gift,
Yeah.
but not receiving them.
Yeah.
I like when friends or Helen come all the way here and like we just talk for
Yeah.
hours, guys, like
Yeah.
4 a.m. Like that's like a quality time.
Yeah.
Make my head full.
That's how I am too. I don't care if you buy me shit. I don't care about that stuff. I just want you to come and spend time with me and talk
Yes.
to me and hang out, and that's all I care, you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't care where we do it, as
Mhm.
long as I get that quality time with the people I care about. That's all that
Yeah.
matters.
So that's just my ideal type.
Yeah.
It's all kind of almost all in the relationship I have. I wanna feel loved.
Yeah.
Yeah. By whatever, just spending time and having good heart boyfriends.
Of course. Kind heart.
Kind heart.
Good.
Good and kind. And like, what's your deal breaker?
My deal breaker.
Mm-hmm. What's your ideal type first?
My ideal type, it's pretty similar with yours. They have to be kind, but that shit's like baseline, you know. They have to be kind and caring.
Baseline.
Baseline. That's the baseline. So everyone needs to be like that. For me, like you're nice. You're like, oh, but it's not. No. For me, I'm like strict. I don't give a shit. If you're not nice,
You don't give them
out.
chances?
I don't give fuck that. If you don't have a kind heart, fuck off. You know. I
But
don't want
how
that
would you
shit.
know? Like they could pretend in the beginning, and how would you know?
It's like you can tell by like how they treat other people, like how they interact with people or how they act and stuff. Not just to you, but to other people. Because to you, when they meet you, they know that they have to, you know, be nice and all that stuff.
But you won't know until you spend enough time with
Yeah,
them.
exactly. That's true. And the thing is, I don't know. It's like a baseline. So the thing is, fuck that. I don't care if not a lot of people have that. They all can go fuck themselves. I think that's wrong that not a lot of people have that.
Do you
You
give
know?
people chances
I mean, yes, I do.
in a relationship?
If I see that,
Friendship, relationship, families, relationship.
I like giving second chances because I'm like a firm believer of people can change. You know, people can change as long as you put their minds to it. But if you don't put your mind to it, if I can see that you're not trying, no, you can come back, contact me again when you start trying.
Oh,
that's the thing.
it is someone that I know.
Contact me again when you start trying and trying to be a better person.
Yeah,
That's
you're
that's
right.
the thing. It's not just, it's for everyone, you know. I will give you a chance, but if you don't show me that you're changing your life, then as much as it sucks, I don't want to. You know, I don't want to be dragged down with it. I want you to come up too.
Right.
You know,
Oh, yeah,
we're not
that's a
gonna.
good
I'm
one.
gonna jump off the sinking ship, not stay with you and take care of you and wipe your ass. Like we're both gonna die.
I feel like I
No.
need to be more like that.
Yeah, you're too nice sometimes. You know, sometimes you
'Cause-
gotta be like mean.
I need to actually learn, especially here in New York.
Yeah,
'Cause I feel like-
especially here, dude.
Because I feel like I'm always like, I mean, I would walk away when things are wrong, but then if they just slightly come back and they're like apologize, I'll be like, yeah, sure, we can try again.
But there's a limit to that too, you know.
Yeah.
Apologies don't mean anything. If you like,
If your
I
action
can literally
doesn't-
punch you in the face and then I come back and I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, man. 1 hour later, I punch you in the face. I come back. Oh, sorry, man. Doesn't mean shit, man.
Yeah, I need to actually give people less chances.
Yeah, you do.
Be a little bit more mean.
Sorry doesn't cut it now. You know,
Yeah.
people. Sorry doesn't mean shit right now.
Yeah.
So like,
If
what
your
are
actions,
it's actions.
yeah, you can. New York City, it's giving you a lot of promises, especially people here, but offer very little.
Yeah.
Let me just sum up in that. Yeah.
It's not about words. It's about how you act.
Right.
It's just that's how it is.
Right. And then, what's your deal breaker?
My deal breaker. I think my
One thing. One
Yes.
deal breaker.
My-
If this person is like this, doesn't matter if this have to be in a relationship, romantically, or a friendship. Just deal breaker. That
deal
you're not
breaker is someone who can't admit that they're wrong. That's like a big deal breaker for me.
But what if they can admit, but they don't? They just admit just because they want to make you feel like you're winning.
No, it's not about like it's kind of like a different kind of admit. You know, that kind of admit, you can tell that it's that kind of admit, you know. But I need people who are around me. If if something they do is a mistake, they'll be like, oh, that I didn't know that. I will change. You know, like it shows that they're willing to learn and grow rather than
Someone
staying stagnant.
someone who, even in the heat of anger, you guys might fight or whatever.
Yeah.
But then a few like hours or a day later, they come back and they're like, hey, I apologize.
Yeah, hey, I apologize. I didn't realize. Oh, I understand. Even about like the smallest thing. It's not like,
Genuine.
yeah, it has
You
to
have
be
to
genuine.
genuinely-
It has to. They can't like be butthurt about it and be like, my ego is tainted. I can't look at you for 3 hours. You know, it can't be like that. You know.
So your deal breaker would be someone who
Yeah.
can admit. To
Yeah, and that ties in with ego. Like I can't stand people with high ego.
selfish,
Like-
thinking that they all everything.
Yeah, they're like, I'm good at this, I'm good at that, I'm good at this, I'm better than, and like putting other people down, be like, I'm better than you at this. Like, and there's a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of
that's a good
people
one.
like that, you
That's a
know?
good one, yeah.
I go on dates, they're like, oh, they beat me in games. And it's like, I beat you, and they like never let me win. And it's
Really?
shit like that, you
On
know?
a date?
Yeah, on a date and stuff, and they get mad when they lose. You can tell that they get upset when they lose, and they're like sore losers.
They're so competitive.
Yeah, competitive, like that kind of stuff. I feel like, yes, it's nice, but it's different from being passionate about what you do. That's just your emotions getting to you. Oh, like for me, it's just like that's like a no go.
Right. Okay. Yeah. By the way, when do you want to get married?
When do I want to get
Do you
married?
ever never want to get married?
Marriage is not something that I'm like,
Do you want to have a family? Have kids?
dude, I don't know. This is weird because I like being independent. You know, I'm very independent. I
Right.
like being independent. I like having my own things and my own space and all that stuff. And I just can't imagine, like we talk about that. I can't imagine sharing a room with someone. But a part of me feels FOMO, you know?
Fear of missing out on what?
Yeah, on marriage.
I think that's a sister side. I knew myself that I want to be a mom.
Yeah,
Like I
don't-
want to be a mom. I want to have a family.
Yeah,
It's
but
like a nice, cute little kids running around.
You want kids and you want to get married, but like I'm not really like I focus more on my success in my own life than like meeting someone and getting kids and having a family. But there's just a little part of me is like I feel like I'm missing out. Like I want to try everything, you know.
I know.
I feel like I'm missing out by not getting married.
You just can get married with someone and just divorce later.
Yeah.
Just
Maybe-
to get the experience.
Maybe I'll get married when I'm 40, you know? Like I'll
40?
do my independent thing and then I'll get 40 and then I'll
40 is
marry
too
someone.
old. I wanna actually get married like before 30. I
Because
wanna
you
have
want
kids
to.
before 30.
Yeah, because you want to have kids. I don't want to have kids. If you want to pop out little ones, you gotta get married
First
earlier.
gotta find the one person.
Yeah.
That's
And because you can't just like get a kid immediately because then
maybe I'll have a
It's just
kid before I
complicated.
even get married.
if you have a kid before you get married, it's fine too. It doesn't matter, you know?
Right.
At the end of the day, as long as you're happy. I don't care if you marry
as
a
long
monkey.
as you can take care of what the
Dude,
hell?
if you go and marry a monkey and you're like, you know what, I'm happy though, this is my life, I love it, then you don't fuck it, go marry a monkey. I don't care, as long as you're happy. Marry a goat for all I care. I don't
That's
care.
actually an actual diagnosis.
Yeah, it's
That's
not.
crazy. You know this
I
in
know.
this film. That's crazy.
But the thing is, like, if that's the case, like, as long as you're happy, like, it's not my place to tell other people how to live their lives, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, I just want the best for people, not, like, telling them, oh, what you're doing is wrong, it's
Right,
not
right.
societally acceptable. No, fuck that.
Right.
Fuck that.
Yeah, so yeah, here you heard that. So guys, that's it for our videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Maybe we'll see you next time if she ever come to visit me
Yeah.
again in New York. But bye.
Bye.